Good evening. Welcome to my channel. We are going to continue with the beautiful bird feeder, and we're going to open a new section where we will see the second bird. Over here is our first bird. Over there. And over here somewhere is hidden the second bird. So let's open it and let's see what we have to do today. Carefully remove the paper because I have over here on the border already done. So I will push that back again. How are you today? I'm glad to see you again. How's your crafting coming along? Are you working along with me? We're going to take our straightener so I can make a nice crease over here. And there's a ping pong ball that keeps on falling all the time. Let me tell you, I finally made Gnome. Actually looks like a gnome. I'm so proud of myself. I learned it from lumahat.com on YouTube. And it's a fantastic pattern. Very easy to follow. It is at nighttime over here. Already 7:15 at night. I was a bit busy today, so I'm a bit late getting to work on a diamond painting. But as you can see, we have finished quite a bit over here. So now we're starting to work on the bottom, and I can see the outline of the bird right here. Do you see it also? I think you can see it much more on the camera than I am able to see it this close up. Let me get some light over here. Is that a little bit better? Good. Can you see the outline of the bird? I can. I hope so. So how was your day today? How's your first couple of days of 2021? Are you relaxing after the long weekend? One more day and it's back to usual routine of school, work, etc. Everything was closed over here for the second weekend, which really doesn't make much difference since we are under curfew. But things have been a lot quieter this year than usual. However, we did have the usual problems with the firecrackers and everything else. Even with the restrictions, people find a way to enjoy very special New Year's Eve. I think we all feel that a hard year is behind us, and we're looking forward to a much better year. I am looking forward to learning new crafts. Like I said, today I learned how to make a gnome. I've been trying for the past year to do it, and I was not successful in it until I found the loom. And I learned how to crochet last year, make amigurumi. And of course, once you learn the beginning, all of a sudden you discover all these patterns that are really available to you for free. And I did find some crochet patterns. I hope to show it to you in a live video chat. Making a girl gnome. I need to refill my pen as usual. These drills are beautiful, shiny, but they do seem to require more wax on the drill pan, which is no problem, you know. We just go along and do what we do. It is a very enjoyable canvas. I will try to find the web page for it, for the store, so you can order it if you wish. As I said before, I am not affiliated with any of the companies. I'm a rather new channel, which I'm sure you know, those that have been visiting me regularly. I am trying to improve very hard, and in time I'm sure I will. Probably not as perfect as some of the YouTubers, but this is my way of doing it, you know? We don't have to be perfect. We need to enjoy our craft. Correct? And I press my drill pan down so hard, this is why the wax comes out. I have no idea why I do it. I keep on attacking these poor drills. They really have done nothing to deserve to be attacked. And of course, there's a proper way of placing this, which is you put it down and then you roll and not push. See? I learned that from another YouTuber. Have you enjoyed the videos I put up so far? I know people are watching. I do wish you would hit that like button if you don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. Gives me feedback to let me know how is my learning of making a video coming along. I still have my winter voice. We had no snow. We're having gray, foggy, rainy, sort of a gray winter weather. I was hoping for a little bit of snow, you know, for Christmas. You know, snow is beautiful to watch when you're sitting in a nice warm room and it's snowing outside and everything is turning white. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't mind walking in the snow. It's ice that scares the daylights out of me, because I have a tendency to spend more time sitting down on a sidewalk than walking in the ice. I'm not good at ice skating, believe me. You know, before, in the winter, on my lake, near which I was born, near the Lake Balaton, by this time of the year, it would get so frozen that we would be ice skating and going with the sleds, you know, for the smaller babies. We'd be playing in the ice on the lake. It would be frozen. However, I can't remember if even last year was frozen. The year before was very cold and it was frozen on the edge anyway. And the peace officers are very strict about you going on the ice until the green light is given, because you see, they don't like to jump in the cold water to save you. And the water is cold, believe me. Every year there are accidents. When there's a little bit of thin ice, you know what happens. They go on the thin ice and they end up in the water. I'm sure the seals, the two-legged humankind, went swimming on January 1st in the ice water. Supposed to be good for your health and your circulation. I think the only thing would be good for me is to freeze to death. I cannot imagine jumping in that icy water. Even in the summer, I want that water to be at least 25 degrees centigrade, which it does tend to be because the water by the shore is shallow. Sometimes it only goes halfway up to your knee. It depends on how hot the summer is and how much of a drought there is. And if the water level is too low, then they open the dam from the canal and let water in. Then they close the dams up again to fill up that canal. So, the ships can come in. These are not seafaring ships, these are for the lake. And they do have to fill up with water because sometimes the water level goes down. Last year there was quite a bit of drought. Actually, the fields for the farmers would need a good cover of snow to prevent another year of drought. Now, there is, of course, irrigation, but that is expensive, you are using drinking water actually to water the fields, unless you have a creek or something nearby where you can pump the water to the fields. Otherwise, it's very expensive. It's a waste of drinking water. Of course, you need to water. What can you do? And it makes the price of vegetables and fruits go higher. Usually where there are animals, there are wells still. None of those wells able to be used for, washing and watering the fields and watering the animals. However, it is not suggested for drinking. The nitrate seems to be very high. So, especially for babies, there's special bottled water for babies because of the damage to their health from the high level of nitrates in the water. And of course, with the modern farming, you have the fertilizers, which gets washed into the ground, which goes into the groundwater where the drinking water comes from. So they are trying to be extremely careful now to make sure Hungary has excellent water, to make sure that our drinking water is safe. Not allowed to have your used water going in the ground anymore. You need to have proper disposal of it. Not allowed to burn your weeds and whatever from the garden either, because it makes the air quality bad, especially in the village. If you go out at night, when everybody started their fire, either for the furnace or for the wood-burning stove or whatever, really the air gets so heavy that it's difficult to breathe, unless you have a slight breeze or wind to clear out the air. They do recommend that you use gas furnaces and make sure you do not burn garbage or refuse in your wood-burning stove or furnaces, because it gives off toxic fumes. Especially some people even put plastic in there, and that's extremely dangerous because of the fumes it gives out. And you are talking about houses that are perhaps one story, one level. So the air does get close to the ground and you breathe it in. I mean, you have to breathe. No way about it, right? So we are coming along. Hungary has developed a great deal. I can't think of any village or small place now where there's no electricity. The roads are being continuously upgraded. Well, education, of course, is compulsory. You gotta send your kids to school, so that's solved. Now they have, because of the situation with this virus, they have started educating the children, um, digital education, which upgraded the educational system a lot. And the covering of the internet availability and Wi-Fi has really grown. So, like they say, something good from something bad all the time. Could have done without this bad, but we make do with what we get, and we'll be over it very quickly. This is my opinion. When you become a grandmother's age like I am, you have seen many things come and go. I'm sure you remember that I live in Eastern Europe. So we lived through many things over here. Not such a nasty one as this thing, but human beings have a way of surviving. Right? Right. I'm very thankful that I started crafting because, with the curfew and the lockdown and everything else, I keep myself busy right here at home. It's about all you can do. Can't fight City Hall, right? So tell me, how did you spend your New Year's Eve? Did you do a little get together with family, friends? Shoot off some fireworks in the backyard? There's a problem with dogs being scared of the fireworks. And for days afterwards, people are looking for the dogs who ran away because they were frightened. One dog actually got so scared, it was on the news tonight, that it broke its chain and chewed its way through the fence. That's how scared the poor dog was. But evidently, the neighbor to those people was shooting off his, I guess, his hunting rifle or whatever. He was feeling his oats. Sowing his oats, is that what you say in English? And it really disturbed the poor dog so much that it just wanted to get away from there. It didn't really matter how hurt he got in the process. So they did find the poor dog. It's perfectly okay. He was in a shelter. The people from the animal shelters are out looking for specifically stray dogs that are frightened out of their minds. And I don't have any household pets, not allowed in this flat, but I never did have any. And these people really know how to handle these frightened animals, because sometimes the animal will attack out of fear. They're really totally out of their minds with fear. And you have to be cautious how you approach them, because they don't know, that it's for one night and, it's going to be over in a few minutes. And they're totally out of it. They need to be medicated and properly handled. and they do injure themselves trying to escape. The sad part is a lot of these animals that run away will never be found again. Now in Hungary, most of these household pets have chips in them to help locate their owners. They need to have all their shots and everything else, very strict about that. Especially if you have a purebred dog. Those German Shepherds, the Alaskan Huskies. You have to be careful. You have to remember that after all, they are animals, and they are wild animals. And their instincts are stronger, especially under certain circumstances that brings out the animal instinct in them, that they cannot control themselves. They act on instinct, and their instinct tells them to survive. I think that's kind of sad for human beings too, no? I have some great news. Hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, next week I can have my first unboxing of a diamond painting. I am really looking forward to that. I hope you are also. I'm aiming still at the baby snowman. I was not able to get my hands on him. The most adorable little thing. The baby snowman has his finger in his mouth, like babies do. And a chubby little thing. And if I remember correctly, he has a little doggy and snow around him. So I'm really looking forward to it. And if I cannot get it from one company, I will try another company. When I pick out a diamond painting picture, I really don't care which company it's from. I'm after the actual picture itself. If I love it, I will get it. If I don't, I will not get it. I don't care how much it's on sale or, whatever. I have to love the picture. Because every craft we do should be for our enjoyment, for our relaxation, to get us out of the everyday rut, get you away from the everyday problems. And when you're looking at beautiful colors like this, when it's so gray and yucky outside, it really lifts up your mood. It's my opinion and my experience. Honestly, when I first started diamond painting, I thought, oh, sure, it's nice, whatever. I never thought that you could get so totally addicted to it. And believe me, you can. Now, sometimes you may get a little tired, especially if you're doing a big canvas, like even bigger than this one. Then I would suggest you do a different craft. Like I was crocheting a cover and pillowcase for my grandson. And after a while, you think you're so fed up with diamond painting, you don't want to do it, you don't feel like doing it. And after a while, you're like, I must do it. I must get back to diamond painting. You see, you need to take a little break. And when you're finished with one kit, I would suggest after you kit down, kit up your next diamond painting. Actually, I have two kitted up already, ready to go. I told you about that. Kit up your next diamond painting, and then for a day or so, do some other craft. And then you will realize what I'm trying to tell you, that you will want to get back to diamond painting. So that's my suggestion for somebody that gets a little bit overwhelmed. And of course, let me tell you something. Some of my fellow diamond painters have a stash of you know, like 100 diamond paintings, and then they see a new diamond paint come out, and they see the beautiful picture, and they go, oh, I have to have it. Now, I think the good thing as far as I am concerned is I have no place to put it. So I cannot, probably I would have built up a stash by now also, except I would have a problem of where to store it. You know, I would have to move somebody out of the house to make room for the diamond paintings. So I keep it under control. The second thing I have to remember that sometimes takes 2-3 months to get here. So I plan ahead. Right now, I have planned ahead for Valentine's. And yes, folks, I have ordered a Valentine's gnome diamond painting. You know, since I learned how to make a gnome, I was so proud of myself. So I said, okay. Next thing is we did all this Christmas stuff. So next is the Valentine diamond painting. And from the diamond painting that I picked out, I have a pattern for a little girl gnome. Just from the way, you know, it shows the gnome on the diamond painting, I can write it down and make up a pattern for a little girl gnome, which I think will be absolutely adorable. Actually, when I look at the gnome, for some reason it makes me smile. I have no idea why. But when I first finished my gnome, I was in a rather down mood, and I looked at it when I put its mustache on, and I just started smiling. I go, well, my goodness, maybe gnomes do have some sort of magic. What's your opinion about that? Look at how much we've done tonight. We're doing very well. I'm almost sad to see this diamond painting finished. Such a beautiful picture. A lot of confetti, which means it takes a lot of time, much more time than doing color blocking. But it's worth the work. You can see the result of it. Confetti makes it more detailed, more natural looking. That's my opinion. And most of us that do diamond painting feel the same way. Sometimes I do get a small diamond painting kit, you know, like 30 by 30. I don't think I think I have one 25 by 25 centimeters. But if you want the details to come out, you need to get a little bigger size, to be honest, unless you have, like I said before, one major picture in the middle, then you can go by 30 by 30 and still get good results. That's my opinion. But if you're going to do diamond painting, you're going to spend your time and money on it, you want the result to be pleasing to your eye, because if all goes well, it's going to go on the wall. And you're going to be looking at it, and if there's something wrong with it, the more you look at it, the more it's going to irritate you, correct? Anyway, that's how I feel about it. I see one more white right over here. Do you see any that I missed? Yes. You know, these are sneaky little things. As soon as I put away one kind of drill, I figured, okay, I put them all out. I don't see any more of that symbol. Guess what? They pop up. I swear they hide until you put away those drills. I have come to that conclusion. Okay, I think we have put all the white ones down. What's your opinion? Okay, now what we're going to do is a pencil symbol right here. It's a nice yellow one. The sparkle is absolutely beautiful. Probably even maybe bothers your eyes. Not much I can do because we do need the light to do proper work. And what I do is put my fingers over it and you can see which one's bumpy and you just push it in. Otherwise, they're all fine. I don't see any problems that I will have as far as straightening it out when we are finished. I think it will be sealed and it will be framed and it will be hanging on the wall. Of course, I will show you when we put it up on the wall with all the rest of them. Soon the winter ones will come down from the wall. And then, like I said, next is the Valentine's. And then, oh, I can just imagine the beautiful diamond paintings we're going to have for Easter. Oh, that's going to be absolutely marvelous. Last year, I was still waiting for my first diamond painting to get here from China. So I think the first theme that I had was Mother's Day. And then I found a store in Hungary. It had a rather limited inventory of diamond paintings. And that's where I first got my first diamond painting, which was Round Drill, Seaside in a Storm, and I'm crazy over, water, sea, ocean, lake, anything. So that's the second one that I did. The first time in painting was a little smiley face. That's on my refrigerator. I wanted to try out for months and months and months I was looking on YouTube and learning about diamond painting until I finally got to the point where I said, I think I understand it now and I want to try it. But I was afraid of investing in a larger kit. I would suggest it to you.